Hello and welcome to the fourth episode of the Creating a Profitable Forex Trading Strategy series. In the last episodes of this brand new series, I showed you where and how to start, discussed the risk management methodology and tested several indicators to find my C1, volume and exit indicators. In total, almost 100 different indicators were analyzed in backtests that included an analysis of more than 50,000 trades. So, if you didn't see those episodes, I'm going to leave the link to them in the description. For those who already saw it, let's move forward to this episode objective. Test and choose our filter or secondary confirmation indicator. Let's go! As I mentioned in the first episode, I am creating this forex strategy based on the NNFX trading method. And so, according to NNFX, after backtesting and choosing our volume indicator, we should start our backtest to secondary confirmation indicators, which can also be called filter indicators. But before that, for those who really want to participate in this series and test this strategy to use it in the future, let me tell you that after the big optimization process that I carry out off camera, I find out that the best settings to use with the volume indicator Wadaratar Explosion are 80, 22, 45, 25 and 2. As you can see here, the results got even better and more consistent. Now let's talk about the secondary confirmation indicator. A secondary confirmation indicator is an indicator that provides information about the major trend present in the markets, which should eliminate the largest number of false and losing signals given by the confirmation indicator while maintaining the profitable entry signals. It can be a zero cross, a two lines cross, or a chart indicator. But usually we should look for an indicator that works differently than our confirmation indicator, so that our final trading system is as efficient and diversified as possible. And how do you know which one is the best filter indicator for your strategy? It's simple, you just have to backtest a lot of different indicators of this nature in the same way we tested confirmation, exit and volume indicators. And according to NNFX, we should perform these tests without using the volume indicator, so we can discover the real efficiency of the filter indicators. I will give you a simple example before jumping to the big backtests. So here we have our strategy at the moment, without the volume indicator, which is pretty simple. For a long position, the UT bot has to give a buy signal, and for a short position, it has to print a sell signal on the chart. Then we exit a trade if our stop loss or take profit 1 are hit, if the UT bot prints a new signal, or if the Arun indicator gives a signal in the opposite direction of our trade. I won't talk much more about the exit criteria because you can check out all the details in the second episode of this series. And here you can see two valid trades. This one was a profitable one, but this one was a loser. Now let's insert a basic filter indicator that I really enjoy using, the end-trend price DPO, to see what the filter indicator can do. So, as you can see, this filter indicator is a zero cross indicator, and it is pretty simple to use. When the yellow line, which is the DPO value, is above the zero level, it means that the price is mainly in an uptrend, and when it is under the zero level, it means that the price is mainly in a downtrend. On this trade, you can see that these criteria were met, so the entry was valid. But on this one, the DPO value was above the zero level, which means that there was a good probability that the short signal from the UT bot was not sustainable, and so we won't enter in that position, and by doing so, we will avoid this losing trade. Of course, these were just two trade examples. We cannot say that the end-trend price DPO indicator will be our secondary confirmation indicator. We will have to backtest it on a large data sample, and that's exactly what we are going to do next. Like on the other backtests from the other episodes, in this first backtest I'm going to perform it on a lot of different filter indicators, and I am going to use only the in-sample data of the 8 pairs I told you about in the first episode. And then I'm going to show you the results before moving forward to the hour of sample test. Sounds good? Let's go! Hello, it's me on the voiceover as usual, just to let you know that in the same way I tested volume indicators in the last episode, now I am doing the same thing but using different secondary confirmation indicators. I am testing the indicators with the help of my backtesting bot and taking note of the stats regarding the net profit, number of trades, win rate and max drawdown. And yes, for each filter indicator that I analyze, I have to make changes in my bot's code. It takes some time, but it is an essential step. And, of course, in this way, the backtest process becomes extremely faster. In 1 hour, I can probably make backtesting work that will take you some months to perform manually. The idea is that after the end of these backtests of several indicators, I will be able to compare them and discover which ones were more efficient. So now, I will let you see some more clips before showing you all the results. And here we have all the results. I tested about 30 different filter indicators and put them in this table to compare them. Like I said in the other episodes, here there is no specific number of indicators to test, but the more you test the better, as you increase the probability of finding good indicators. As you can see, the indicators that improved the win rate of the strategy the most under these conditions were the polychromatic momentum, the copy curve, the super trend and the absolute strength histogram. And they were indicators that not only increased the system's win rate, but also increased its efficiency, as we can see when looking at the values of the return over max drawdown ratio. So now, to find which one out of these 4 indicators is the most consistent, I'm going to apply them to my out-of-sample data. Hello, it's me on the voiceover again, just to let you know that now I'm just applying the top 4 filter indicators to the out-of-sample data, so we can later compare all the stats and find out which indicator is more consistent. This will be a faster backtest. And here we have the results of both samples of the 4 best tested filter indicators side by side. In the big picture, all these filter indicators gave acceptable results in both samples, but we only want one, so we have to carefully evaluate the whole statistic. As I told you when explaining the roles of a filter indicator, we should give priority to indicators that work differently than our confirmation indicator. And by doing so, I will discard the super trend indicator, because it is a short indicator, just like the UT bot. Looking now at the other 3 filter indicator statistics, we can see that the sample's difference of the absolute strength histogram is much higher than the other 2, so I will give priority to the indicators that are more consistent in the 2 samples. Finally, looking now at the other 2 filter indicators and evaluating the stats improvement, we can see that the one that had more improvements was the polychromatic momentum. In the same number of trades, the win rate of the 2 samples was higher than the copy curve's win rate, and the max drawdown values were lower, while maintaining the net profit very similar. And by doing so, our secondary confirmation indicator for our Forex strategy will be the polychromatic momentum. And for the most curious, by adding the volume indicator to the system, these are the results of our strategy at the moment, which got even more consistent. And, of course, such results show us that the strategy is not overfitted and all the indicators are working together with great success and efficiency. The results are amazing, but there is still missing a very important piece in our system that you will discover in the next episode. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any episodes. I hope you enjoyed it and above all that you learned something new. Be well, thank you, bye bye.